We are just a stone's throw. First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Washington football team. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Washington football team. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins.
Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. The tackle made by Jake Ryan.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. Let's face it, You could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
J.K. Dobbins.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
2 yards. Brings up 4th down.
Here's the Pro Bowl punter, Tress Way, on to punt for Washington. Back deep for the Browns, Antonio Callaway. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
Their own 22-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Chase Young.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd down, Swift. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The ball carrier.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 47-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown of the new season. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they can.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chase Young able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be fourth down. Here's Jamie Gillendow as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable here from the 38. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From midfield now, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Complete. First down, Washington. Haskins finding McLaurin. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action with Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete to number 7.
Terry McLaurin with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
7-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Loss of a yard on the play. And it's Third down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Washington 14. Browns nothing.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. Here's Haskins to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Second and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 27-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Swift. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Dancing to his left. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Here's Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. DeAndre Swift, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
7-yard pickup.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Ball carrier.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd down, Muhammad, and he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. It's a gain of 7. 1st down, Washington.
A gain of 7.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Dobbins, the ball.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Taken down.
2nd and 7.
3-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Looking here for Smith downfield. It's caught at the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. It's a gain of 34. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Dobbins. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
7-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now it's Haskins. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Boy, the run on 1st down a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage.
Landon Collins made the tackle. Brought down back at the 19-yard line.
Play fake. Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again. Haskins. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And the Washington 1st down.
Now Haskins on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Mayfield on 1st down. Flushed out right. And the ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked off by Ronald Darby. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game, so they've got to wait.
And got his man complete. He's at the 30. 10.
I'm the best in the game. I'm the best in the game.
Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin in the final seconds of the first half. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And that going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the second half with a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down at 4 now.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
They go play action. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And it's complete. Hooper. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
4-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins.
Brings up 3rd down.
Third and long for Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Mayfield's pass.
Picked off near the 42. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. He was locked in last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2.
Clear some space in the trophy room. He won it last week. He's thinking he's going to get a few more before this season is over, maybe even starting with this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st down, Washington.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete to Stevenson.
From 4 yards out. Touchdown, and Washington going to add on to their lead. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and the lead will swell by one more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone.
Oh, that was great.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
All day, all day. Check, 42's the mic. Check, 42's the mic. Go, go, go.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
Robbie Anderson.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
42, bring it, bring it. Start Mike 42, Mike 42. All right, T, let's all right, T. 42's the mark, 42's the mark.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete.
Mayfield.
I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Fuller there on the coverage.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is going to be incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Dobbins, the ball carrier.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady game.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Steven Sims.
Steven Sims Jr. with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And this offense continues to pour it on. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
This Washington 48, Browns 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now returning it, Antonio Callaway. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The Browns on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he'll find Hall. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
At the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up
2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Mayfield with it once more. Flush to his right. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are able to eat in just a bit. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Let's not forget, a year ago, this was a last-place team in their division in the National Football League. How quickly the fortunes can turn.
And somewhere, there's a former commissioner smiling down and looking because parity was something he was looking for in this league, and it plays itself out year after year. Last to first is not something that's uncommon in the NFL.
Yeah, a season ago, they didn't have one performance like this, but they put it all together in this ball game. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
The tackle made.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's 3rd down.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as how to bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
They're going for it with Dobbins. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers, let's go ahead and pick it up. And now off to the races down the right side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum. And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Down and 12.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Today's finals, Washington 50.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel